and mistrust for the few national institutions that we all still share. The riot marked the end of a 4-year period of transformation in which the left-oriented and right-oriented media ecosystems switched roles. Both continued to speak exclusively to their own demographics and used hyper-provocative language to describe the offenses of the opposite demographic. But right-wing media splintered, relying on Trump himself to serve as polarizer-in-chief. Rival media brands united and innovated striking new methods of manufacturing outrage. In the Bush years, the conservative political universe was distinguished by unity of purpose. From Tom DeLay's Congress to the Bush-Cheney White House to Rupert Murdoch's Fox News to the bulk of the country's megachurches, conservative institutions functioned as a single organism. Collectively, they produced identical rhetoric about the iniquity of everyone from Muslims to campus leftists, environmentalists, and immigrants, and until the Iraq War went south, they looked poised to rule America for a generation, thanks in part to ironclad discipline of message. By the time Trump came along, discipline was a fading memory. Trump was seldom in perfect sync either with traditional Republican media like Fox or his own White House press office. Moments in which all three pushed the same message were rare as pearls. The disconnect between Trump and his official spokes team often played out like an intentional slapstick routine. For example, when Kayleigh McEnany said in July 2020 that Trump was tested multiple times per day for COVID-19, Trump himself was saying he was tested on average once every 2 days, and he didn't know if he'd ever been tested more than once in a day. When Trump actually got the disease, both Trump and his doctor were proclaiming he was doing very well at the exact moment his press team was saying his health situation was very concerning, and so on. "I might as well be a member of the public," a nameless Trump aide whispered acidly to a reporter. The real White House press office was Trump's Twitter feed, which flowed from Trump's head at all hours and often contradicted not just other conservative institutions, but itself. The feed had 88 million followers at the moment it was shut down by Twitter in January 2021, and far outpaced traditional Republican mouthpieces like Fox as a source of aggrandizing, inciting, or factually wrong statements. Trump would say, for instance, that Joe Biden apologized for opposing his policy restricting travel from China, or that he'd shattered 100% of the ISIS caliphate, or that 80% of the rioters in Minneapolis were from out of state, a propaganda trope that dates back to the days of the 60s race protests. In the summer of 2020, he veered into speculations about massive fraud and abuse and cheating, forgery, and theft of ballots in the coming election, messaging that blended with a growing online movement that posited a grand conspiracy of elites led by a corrupted Democratic Party. Some thought the Internet would cure cancer by uniting great minds in instant transglobal communication. The actual endgame involved sites that merged porn and political thought. 4chan is bananas, an online massage parlor where white guys tell black jokes and onanize to Mein Kampf. A typical 4chan post is a picture of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez next to a question: "Are there women who aren't nagging cunts? Have they ever shut up? How do you make them, short of beating them or divorce?" The conspiratorial connective tissue on a lot of these sites, ostensibly about an insider named Q with access to the White House, reporting on Trump's secret war against a cabal of child-importing pedophile elitist Democrats who may also worship Satan, was insane and hard to follow. It was also mostly beside the point. The core parts of the story were more like emotional themes, that is, leftist elites bent on destroying us are cheating their way to despotic rule. The specifics were increasingly interchangeable, a great fit for Trump's kaleidoscope mind. As with porn, the customers didn't show up.